Before we begin, just make sure to subscribe to our channel Freshers Now and hit the bell icon to stay updated with all the latest videos from Freshers Now.
Welcome back to another video from Freshers Now. Today's video is going to be about guidelines for registering to TCS National Qualifier Test. This video consists of different steps and the process that you need to take note of for registering to TCS National Qualifier Test. Number one is click on the register now button on the product page. Now this will be your registration page and here is the register now button so that you can click on it and then you can start your application process. Moving on to the next step, which is the most important step that you have to take note of, which is if you are an existing user or if you have already given your account details or you have already created your account or such, you can enter your login details like your email ID and your password and then you can log in directly. Or if you are already a registered TCS NQT candidate, which means if you have already registered under TCS NQT, then you can inform your login credentials which you have created when you are filling in your TCS NQT registration form. So with that, you can click on this view details button and then you can edit your application details accordingly. Furthermore, the next important point which you have to take note of is that you can also log in with your social media handles. So in the same page, you will find the icons which consist of the social media handles. So you can click off any one of these which you are very free to go with, like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or through Google with your Gmail ID as well. So accordingly with that, you can continue your creating your account or logging in. The next point is if you are a new user, from here on you will know as to how you have to create your new account, or if you are a new user and you want to create new account for yourself, then from here you will know all of the steps and the process that you have to pay attention to. So if you are a new user, you have to click on the create account button to complete the one-time sign up process. So this will be the page where you have to fill in the mandatory account details. So after clicking on the create account window opens and select the learner tab to fill in all your details as shown in the image. You have to put in your full name, your valid email ID. Now please make note that whatever email ID which you are placing it here will be used for the communication purposes as well. So please enter a valid email ID accordingly. Then you have to put in a password and also the next tab will be your confirmation of the password that you have kept. Then your phone number, and you have to keep a validated phone number because an OTP will be sent to your mobile and that will be generated accordingly. Then enter the CAPTCHA which is mentioned here. After that, you have to click on the statement. By creating your account, you can accept the terms and conditions. You can give a tick mark for this and then you can click on the button called create account. Moving on to the next step, to read the privacy policy details. Once you have clicked on the create account, this will be the page which will be opened for you. There will be three sections accordingly. Number one is privacy notice, number two is privacy policy, and number three is terms of use. So each of the page you have to read down all the terms and conditions which are mentioned, and here you will have the statement that you have agreed and understood all of the details which are mentioned or all of the information which is mentioned above. So you will be clicking a tick mark here in all of the three sections accordingly. Only after you finish clicking up the three sections, only then you can accessibly click the OK button. Further, the next step will be filling in all your details accordingly as mentioned. This will be your page where your name will be mentioned and the welcome page will be mentioned. Further will be leading to filling up the personal details accordingly. So what are the personal details that you have to be aware of is, first one is selecting your date of birth and then your residing state, then your residing city, your gender, and then your roll call of your 10th standard and your mobile number. Now remember, mobile number is used to generate an OTP. This will be the page where you have to fill in your personal details. Moving on to the next page, as soon as you have created your account and then your personal details after you have filled in it. Now, before you move on to the next page of filling in your details, ensure that all of the details which are mentioned here on your personal details page are correct and accurate, especially your email ID, because as mentioned already, your email ID will be used for communication purposes. And the next step will be generating your OTP. As soon as you have mentioned your mobile number, you have to click on the button generate OTP. Further, your OTP will be generated as sent with your mobile number. And then enter the OTP received in your mobile number and then click on validate OTP. You will get a message, OTP has been validated successfully on the screen accordingly. So this will be the screen page and this will be the confirmation page after your OTP has been generated and validated. The next step is please enter your education details. Now this will be your education filling form. Now after you have completed your filling your personal details and then generating your OTP, validating that OTP, you have to fill in the education qualification details. Number one is filling in your post-graduation or graduation or diploma, which means your degree of study, whatever you have completed. And then what is the branch or the specialization that you have done, which means the subject that you have learnt in your graduation. And then month or year of passing your graduation or your diploma or your post-grad. Then comes this institution name. So this will be the education details filling form. Further leading to the next step, to select the institution name, you can click on this button here and three categories will be mentioned for you. Number one is the institution name, the institution state and the institution city. Accordingly, you can fill in the details, where is your university residing, and then you can search for the accurate place which is mentioned here and then you can fill in the university name. This is the image or this is a search page that will be opened for you. For example, if you enter the state of Andhra Pradesh, you will be having all the institutions which are coming under Andhra Pradesh, and then you can select whichever college or the university that you are belonging to. Then, once you have selected your institution or your university, a pop-up window will be closed and the selected university details will be headed here in the registration form. Then, what you have to do is, the next step will be your filling in your test details. Now, the test details you will have under three sections. Number one is NQT section. Number two is industry NQT and number three is subject NQT. Now remember, you have to select these test details according to your preferences that you are giving. There are the options which will be given to you are yes and a no. So according to your preferences, you can you can prefer the test details. So here you have upcoming test. You can read more. You can click on the button read more if you want to know about the test details and the information about the test. Moving on to the next step, the test will be held only in centers at TCS ION assessment centers. Number A is the test will be conducted at TCS ION authorized centers. You can select your center preference. Number two is location will be grayed out if the seats are not available. Now coming to the next step is uploading your photographs. There are some guidelines where you have in uploading your photograph to the registration page. So upload your photograph, ensure the guidelines as mentioned here on the screen. So you can upload a recent passport photograph size which consists of only 1 MB. So that is the size limit which they have given to you. So accordingly, please know what is the size limit of the image that you are uploading. And the next step is enter the correct captcha, then read the disclaimer content, click on the checkbox and then click the submit button. So these will be the last processing steps that you have to do in the registration form. Here after uploading the photo, you have to enter the captcha, read the declaration, click on the tick mark for the declaration after you have read all the information given here for the declaration and then click on the submit button. Further, once the details are submitted, you will receive an SMS and also an email confirmation regarding the same registration process that you have done. So after that, you can click on the close button. Once you click the close button, you will be able to view your registration form like this. So as you can see in the image, every detail that you have mentioned here will be collectively seen in one page. After that, you can make changes of your form by clicking in the edit application form in the right side corner accordingly. So if you have entered any of the numbers wrong or your name spelling wrong, you can click on the edit application form. Please recheck once you have finished applying or finished editing your details. On clicking the close button, you will be redirected to TCS National Qualifier Test product web page, and the register now button will change to view details. That means you have already registered, and the view details button, as mentioned, it is for only so that you can see whatever the details that you have entered, and if you want to make any of the changes, you can also recheck whatever the details that you have mentioned already in your registration process. Then if you would like to edit your application on any point, click on TCS NQT link to arrive at the product landing page. On clicking on the view details button, as I've mentioned, you can click on that button. Further, it will lead you to edit application. Then you can make changes further accordingly in your application form. Please note that you can edit your registration details till the registration closure date only. So please be aware of the last date of application submission. Only till then you can edit your details. Once the application date or the registration date is closed, you cannot edit your details. And here, for any reason you got logged out or abandoned the session during your application form, here is the link of rechecking it or redirecting it. You can check out the same link even in the description box as well, so that you would not be missed or misguided too. Last note for all the candidates and the viewers out there, you can check out the FAQ section, the product web page, if you want more details or any of the answers that you are looking for. You can always reach out to TCS ION help desk for any issues that you are facing, or if you have not found answers for your questions or your doubts. Then you can check out the details as mentioned here. If you want to call and get your doubts clarified, here is the number. If you have further more doubts, you can always send an email directly to the email ID which is mentioned here on the screen. And then you can also send an SMS to TCS NQT and then get a further reply from them for any of the doubts that you have. Now this is the end of the video. I hope you have understood the registration process or the steps that you have to undergo in creating your account and registering for TCS NQT. Hope that this is helpful for you all. If you have any doubts or if you need any clarifications regarding this, you can place them in the comment section below and we will answer your queries. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Freshers Now for more learning and placement videos. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Stay tuned by subscribing to our channel Freshers Now for more learning and placement videos.